Welcome to the assembly instructions for the Grand Geyser steam room. It requires 2 people to assemble. You need a flat, level surface, a power drill, and about 2 to 4 hours to complete the assembly. Leave some space around the unit for installation. First, set up the base in the desired location. To ensure it is facing forward, use the drain as a reference. It should be closer to the front. Now let's make sure the base is level. Use a level, and if needed, place some furniture levelers underneath. Place one of the back panels against the back rail of the base, making sure it sits flush with the side rails as well. Make sure this panel is upright, not upside down, and that the small holes for the thermostats are positioned near the bottom. These holes should be on the same side as the exterior bench, where the steam generators will go. Skip this step if you have the pumps placed on the inside bench instead. Only one of the 2 back panels will have these holes. Have one person hold this panel in place until it's secured on both sides. Next, insert the second back panel on the opposite side, sliding it into the base rails and aligning it with the side rails of the first panel. Now place the side panels into the rails at the base and against the back panel. Ensure that they are flush against both rails. Make sure the side panel with holes for the steam connections is near the ground and on the same side as the exterior bench. Also make sure the panels are not upside down so that the Velcro aligns with the siding panels. Use 3/4 inch screws to secure the side panels to the back panel. Use 4 screws along the rail, repeat on the other side. Now let's connect the legs to the interior bench. Skip this step if you have the box-style inside benches. First, turn the bench upside down, then screw in the legs using 3/4 inch screws. Each screw should be placed about 5 inches from each edge of the bench. Repeat on the other side. Repeat process for each of the 3 benches. Place the benches inside the cabin in a U shape, making sure the smaller bench goes in the middle. Attach the door handle to the glass door. Stand the door upright and place 1 washer on each side of the glass. The outer handle goes on the outside of the door, and one of the inner pieces with the screw mechanism goes on the inside. Place the washer that comes with the handle on each side of the glass door. Now insert the door panel. Slide the rails on the door panel into the side panel and push or gently kick them in to ensure everything sits flush. You may need to slightly lift the rooftop to insert the door panel. Make sure one person holds the door at all times until it is fully secured. Insert the front panel that goes next to the door in the appropriate location. You can lift the rooftop again and insert it into the rails of the other side panel, making sure it sits flush with the door and the side panels. Use 3/4 inch screws to secure the side panels to the door panel. Use 4 screws along the rail. Repeat on the other side.
Attach 2 brackets on each side of the large siding panel next to the door and place it in position. Install the small siding panel above the door using 2 brackets, 1 on each side. For the narrow siding panel on the other side of the door, attach 1 center bracket and install it. Place the siding panel below the door, then repeat the same steps for both side panels.
Use screws at least 1.5 inches long to secure the rooftop to the door panel from the top. Use 4 screws near the front, make sure not to go more than 2 inches from the front to avoid puncturing inside the unit. Place the back water trays underneath the base. Skip this step if you have the outdoors version. Make sure they face forward. The back should be slightly higher than the front to guide water toward the front trays. Place the front water trays under the unit and gently push the back trays into position. The trays should stick out slightly on all 4 sides. This is what collects the water. You can remove these trays as needed for cleaning. Use 3/4 inch screws to attach the L brackets at the top of the siding panels. Leave about 2 inches from each edge of the panel. Make sure the siding panel is upright so the Velcro aligns with the side panels. Repeat on the other edge of the panel. Repeat on the other siding panel. Place the siding panels onto the side panels using the Velcro strips as guides. Make sure to place the panel with the connection holes on the matching side. Now it's time to place the corner trims. Use the magnets to guide and attach them to the unit.
Now it is time to install the indoor version corner trims. Disregard if you have the outdoors version. If you have the outdoor siding system version, install the corner trim on the front corners of the cabin by placing it flush against each corner, then securing it with 4 3/4 inch screws on each face, 8 screws total per corner. If you have the indoor siding version, skip this step for now.
Repeat on the other side. Place the metal bushings on the outside of the side panel. They don't need to be fully tight. They'll be adjusted from inside. Repeat for the second hole. From the inside, screw in the steam head. Make sure the small compartment for essential oils faces up and the larger steam outlet faces down. Repeat for each steam head.
The steam heads may come in different shapes or finishes depending on your model, but the assembly process remains exactly the same.
Pull out the hoses connected to the steam generators from the side holes. Place the exterior bench with the steam generators near the steam connections on the unit. Screw the hoses into the steam connections. Place the bench next to the unit. Open the exterior bench. Pour water into the steam generators. Do not go above the clear window on each machine. Connect the thermostat cable to the side of the temperature regulator. Pull the other end, the metal tip, out of the back hole in the bench and place it inside the cabin. Make sure it sticks out enough to capture the internal temperature. Repeat for both thermostats. Plug each regulator into a separate, independent 20-amp outlet. Press the power button to turn on the unit. Press and hold the Set button for 3 seconds. Set the desired temperature using the up and down buttons. Holding the button will adjust the temperature faster. We recommend between 100 and 120 degrees Fahrenheit. This is your set value. The unit will turn off when it reaches this temperature. Pour a couple of drops of essential oils on the steam heads. Now wait 15 to 20 minutes for the steam to build up and heat the cabin. Enjoy your Geyser steam room.